At Winthrop and Weinstein, we're proud of our 13-year partnership with CommonBond Communities, and we look forward to seeing CommonBond continue to achieve its mission of creating stable homes, strong futures, and vibrant communities, such as here at the Ford site in St. Paul.
And I'm Jeff Korselman. I'm at the Upper Post Veterans Community, where we had the great honor of helping CommonBond transform historic military buildings into permanent supportive housing for homeless veterans and their families.
And here at Gateway Northeast, where CommonBond's innovation will allow 128 families to celebrate home in the Minneapolis Arts District.
Thank you for joining us for the Celebration at Home Gala. Ferris Construction is proud to support the work of CommonBond communities in many ways throughout the year, including being an event sponsor of tonight's virtual gala.
Ferris and CommonBond have been long-term partners through our shared commitment to making the community a better place. Residents are at the center of everything CommonBond does, from initial construction to property management to ongoing supportive services.
Thank you for making a difference for the individuals and families who call a CommonBond community home.
At Winthrop and Weinstein, we're proud of our 13-year partnership with CommonBond communities, and we look forward to seeing CommonBond continue to achieve its mission of creating stable homes, strong futures, and vibrant communities, such as here at the Ford site in St. Paul.
And I'm Jeff Corselman. I'm at the Upper Post Veterans Community, where we had the great honor of helping CommonBond transform historic military buildings into permanent supportive housing for homeless veterans and their families.
And here at Gateway Northeast, where CommonBond's innovation will allow 128 families to celebrate home in the Minneapolis Arts District.
Thank you for joining us for the Celebration at Home Gala. Ferrex Construction is proud to support the work of CommonBond Communities in many ways throughout the year, including being an event sponsor of tonight's virtual gala.
Ferrex and CommonBond have been long-term partners through our shared commitment to making the community a better place. Residents are at the center of everything CommonBond does, from initial construction to property management to ongoing supportive services.
Thank you for making a difference for the individuals and families who call a CommonBond community home.
Let's talk community. Communities are where you find your people, where life happens. People working together, tackling challenges, and creating dreams. Communities overcome obstacles. They create safe places to ask for a little help, to encourage each other, celebrating the successes, or just taking time to make sure your neighbors are doing okay. Building communities takes determination. We founded CommonBond Communities because too many people were left without the most basic human right, a home to call their own. And still, 50 or so years later, many challenges seek to disrupt progress. Yet with the right support, we know absolutely anything is possible. And where some see dilemmas, we see potential. Opportunity gaps for kids? CommonBond families graduate on time. Homelessness? We bring homes to those that need them the most, which creates stability for years to come. We envision a day when every single one of us, no matter our background or ability, every single one of us has a place to call our own. Join our movement, join our community, and make the good even better.
Well, good evening. I'm Belinda Jensen. Welcome to the CommonBond Community's Celebration at Home Gala on this absolutely beautiful Thursday. Thank you for joining us. We're really honored to be here with you tonight and to host you for the evening. This year, we've of course gone virtual like everything else by reimagining the Celebration of Home Gala as the Celebration at Home Gala. We wanted to open the doors for as many of you as possible to safely participate and enjoy this event from the comfort of your homes. So grab a glass of wine, maybe don't clean up the dishes just yet from dinner. We have a wonderful evening on track for you. Thank you so much for joining us. Although we aren't gathered in person this year, of course, we can still celebrate and have some fun and make a difference for 13,000 13,000 people, 13,000 residents who call CommonBond Community home. We invite you to participate in the chat feature to the right of the event video. You can also share photos and videos of your at-home celebrations on social media by using the hashtag #CelebrationAtHomeGala. So hashtag #CelebrationAtHomeGala, and we'll be able to see you, of course, enjoying yourselves and, of course, giving of your time for this wonderful cause. CommonBond is an affordable housing nonprofit that creates housing communities throughout Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Iowa, with plans underway to expand housing and services to South Dakota. CommonBond's mission is building stable homes, strong futures, and vibrant communities. That's a mission that, of course, we can all get behind. CommonBond residents are working hard to meet their goals and take care of their families. Residents include people working 2 jobs, families with children and teens, recent college graduates, people with disabilities, veterans, and seniors living on fixed incomes. I have a very personal connection to this work. Around 25 years ago, my grandmother lived at a CommonBond community in beautiful Oakdale. She lived there for 8 years. I visited her all the time. We planted a garden. There were so many wonderful people there, and that is when I got involved with this charity. So I'm glad to be back here in this very important year of 2020. What makes the CommonBond model unique is the integration of affordable housing with supportive services, which are called Advantage Services. CommonBond has been doing this work for 50 years. 50 years. So they have the knowledge, the experience to support communities even in times of uncertainty. Thank you for being a partner in this work. And with me tonight is a familiar face, a friend of mine, Kurt Johnson from Kurt Johnson Auctioneering. I heard, 20 years you've been doing this event?
Yeah, and we did an event 20 years ago at the Como Pavilion.
Yes,
together.
We did a number of them, but congratulations. That's a wonderful, 2 decades of work for this charity.
Well, it's a great organization to work with. Absolutely love it. While I miss not being with everyone in person, I'm so glad we have come together virtually to support CommonBond residents during this extra challenging time. When the COVID-19 pandemic and social unrest began impacting our communities, the needs of CommonBond residents intensified. Your support is more important than ever before. Tonight, we have the opportunity to support the life-changing Advantage services that provide stability and opportunities for residents of all ages. These services include employment assistance, tutoring for youth, and health and wellness programs. When we support our neighbors, hey, we all do better. CommonBond, it just means a lot to me. Like Belinda said, 20 years of a wonderful organization and great relationships. We have residents who are strong and resilient, yet the needs are still significant. Our Celebration at Home fundraising goal it's big. It's $600,000. Event sponsors, this is exciting though, and several individual donors have already shown their support by helping us raise just over $400,000 so far towards our goal. That is amazing what we've done so far.
I know, I'm looking at 448 is what I'm seeing.
Look at that, we're at 448. So the donating is easy. The tabs and icons are on the top or the bottom of your screen, depending on which one you're using, okay? That's where you click to make your donation. And you can bid on more than 50 exciting auction packages. Now, you may wish to pay for your donation in a way other than a credit card. We get that. You maybe have a donor advised fund. We love that. We still want you to pledge, okay? There's a place to indicate that when you donate. All donations tonight will get us closer to our $600,000 goal. But listen to this. This is super duper cool. Thanks to a very generous match from Val and Ed Spencer and their family, all donations made tonight will be matched, as you see on your screen, dollar for up to $50,000. Now, I'm going to clap for that.
That is
okay?
huge.
There's just a few of us right here because we're social distancing. I hope you're clapping and cheering on in your own living room. Thank you so much to the Spencer family for this generous challenge gift. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tonight, you can also make a difference by bidding high and bidding often in our auction. Like I said, we've got 50 great items. You can bid up until 8:30 p.m. when the auction will close. Now, later in the program, Belinda and I will hit the highlights of our 6 premium auction packages.
6.
6.
All right. Thank you so much, Kurt. Let's take a moment to acknowledge our sponsors, of course, who helped us get to our fundraising that we started earlier and, of course, continue to garner those dollars at this point in time. The Celebration at Home title sponsor is the terrific partner, Dominion. Thank you to Dominion for opening doors and making a difference in our community. Here's a brief message from Dominion's Paul Sween.
Thanks for joining us tonight to celebrate the great work of CommonBond. Dominion is a supporter of CommonBond because of the terrific work they do to provide housing that is coupled with supportive services. I personally volunteer my time as a study buddy. Fixing Minnesota's housing crisis will take the work of many of us, providing all kinds of housing, ranging from shelters to workforce housing. CommonBond's work is an important part of that continuum. We are proud to be able to help CommonBond and sponsor tonight's fund. Dig deep, friends. Together we can keep CommonBond strong, helping at this critical time. Safe, affordable housing has never been more important. Thanks.
Well, thank you, Paul, for all that you and Dominion do to supporting these communities. A big thank you to our event sponsors. We have a beautiful list of folks that have really helped out, and a lot of them have been helping out for a very long time. Frericks Construction and Winthrop and Weinstein. We are also grateful to our platinum sponsors tonight. We have Mahoney Ulbrich, Christensen Russ, Northmark, who was also the title sponsor of CommonBond's recent golf tournament, Plunkett's Pest Control, and U.S. Bank. Thank you to all of our gold sponsors as well, and they are recognized on the screen. And here are our silver sponsors. Thank you so much for making a difference. Thank you also to our bronze sponsors tonight. We are grateful for all 56 of our sponsors. So CommonBond talks a lot about a home being the foundation for everything in life. So what does home mean?
Home is where I feel safe, happy, and loved.
Comfort, family, safety, and a place where we come back in the evening to be with our loved ones.
A warm place to sleep.
It means stability, and it means serenity.
Home is Sundays with Grandma and my sister, drinking coffee, hearing stories.
Home to me means security.
Family and a safe place to come home to.
Home is where I'm protected from the elements.
Home is where my family gathers.
Special place to spend time with your family.
The place where I can go and relax and hang out with family.
Where I can leave my worries at the door and enjoy my time with family and friends.
Home is the place I return to for unconditional love.
It's where you have comfort, joy, and peace.
My goodness, it's so true. Home truly is the foundation for everything in a life. And I don't know about you, but of course, a lot of us have been home a lot more since the pandemic. And for me personally, I think it's just been the silver lining. Our kids and our family have never been together this much. I have 2 teenagers. It has been such a special time. And being at home is so important. And having that foundation around you that is safe is really why we're here tonight, to make sure that that is true for all the other families in Minnesota that need it. It is my pleasure now to introduce the president and CEO of CommonBond Communities, Deidre Schmidt. Hi, Deidre.
Hi, Belinda. Thanks. I'm so happy to be with all of you tonight for the 6th CommonBond Gala, my 6th CommonBond Gala. I'm really honored to be leading CommonBond through these challenging times. Our work has never been harder, but it's also never been more important. The folks that we serve are more vulnerable to the health, the social, and the economic impacts of the pandemic and of civil unrest. Many of our residents have lost a job or income. Others are frontline or essential workers like nursing assistants or janitors. And some are low-income seniors who are more likely to experience isolation as their mental health and their physical health needs are at odds. But through all of this, CommonBond staff have been there to help residents get their basic needs met. Responding creatively and safely, working with residents to get food supports for their kids, apply for unemployment benefits, and obtain masks to protect their own health. And I know that we'll also be there to help speed the recovery from the challenges of COVID-19. And that recovery will come slower to many CommonBond residents than it will come to the society and the economy as a whole. But it will come, and CommonBond will continue to support residents in working through their goals, and their aspirations, whether that's launching or laddering a career, preparing and saving to be a homeowner, getting a kid through graduation and on to college, or simply remaining in a dignified and independent home as long as possible. The idea for CommonBond was born out of the late 1960s, when economic and racial injustice and inequities threatened to destroy our cities. Our founders believed that housing was the best way to have an immediate and positive impact on individuals, while also being a starting point in the process of building a more equitable and just, and therefore more peaceful society. This year has given us so many reminders. Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, only the latest and closest of how far our real world is from their vision. But closer to our own work is the fact that housing affordability and homeownership rates for households of color are lower now than they were before the civil rights movement. CommonBond is renewed in our commitment to countering systemic racism and to pushing for a future where all kids, regardless of the color of their skin, the zip code they live in, and the size of their parents' paychecks, have real opportunity. And all people have the peace of mind that comes from having a safe and stable home. In fact, CommonBond's been on a growth track in recent years, creating more housing units in the last 12 months than ever before. And even in the midst of a pandemic, we continue working toward our goal of serving 15,000 people by 2025. So as we approach our 50th year anniversary, we recommit to giving everyone the opportunity to build their best lives based on that most essential foundation, home. Thank you for supporting us in this effort, and we will all be better off for it.
Thank you so much for those words. I really think that they ring so true here in 2020, and based on how it started and now, it is amazing reflection, those 2 points in history, both when it started and now. So thank you, Deidre. We really do appreciate it. Your leadership, of course, is really making us move through these very challenging times in a very, very fruitful way. And to all of the CommonBond staff members and volunteers, please know that we are grateful for your commitment and dedication to supporting the safety and well-being of each and every resident. Well, next up, here to share how CommonBond has reimagined services in the light of the pandemic is CommonBond's Executive Vice President of Housing and Services, Dr. Thomas Adams, and 4 of his colleagues.
As Executive Vice President of Housing and Services, I work with our staff in providing safe, well-maintained properties for residents in conjunction with support services to help residents meet their goals and thrive. Everything we do is focused on supporting CommonBond residents and building community. I'm delighted to be here with a small group of staff. They'll speak directly to some of the shifts we've made in working with our CommonBond residents. While our work might look a little different, our commitment to residents is stronger now more than ever. Vanessa, how has the pandemic shifted what residents might need and how you support them?
It has shifted quite a lot. Many residents have lost their jobs, either temporarily or permanently. The average wage among all CommonBond residents is a little over $16,500 a year. So to help residents maintain housing stability, we've shifted our focus to helping residents access unemployment benefits and navigate the community supports that are available to them.
So as we've shifted the way we've provided services, how important is the partnership between residents and the staff who provide those services?
It is integral. Our services shifted pretty rapidly from entirely in-person to entirely remote. We've been working across languages and across levels of technology access, but it's because of these strong relationships we have with CommonBond residents, because of that partnership, that we've been able to stay in communication and have continuity in services despite the challenges. And it has been a challenging year, but CommonBond residents are still gaining employment and starting college and leading in their communities.
Sarah, can you tell us what supportive housing is and the number of CommonBond residents who live in supportive housing?
Absolutely. So supportive housing is part of the continuum of services that we offer here at CommonBond. It's really meant to provide housing to those with some specific backgrounds. In our case, it's usually those transitioning out of homelessness. When I started at CommonBond 6 years ago, we were providing supportive housing to about 78 households. And now 6.5 years later, we're providing those services to about 532 households.
Got it. With the increase of homeless encampments, has CommonBond had a response?
CommonBond has been part of the response to that. And so one of the projects where we've been able to do that specifically is in partnership with Red Lake, and the name of the project is Mino Bima Dizawin. It means living the good life in Ojibwe. And we've worked with our partners to go directly out into some of the local encampments within the Twin Cities and provide outreach to those and ask them, hey, do you have any interest? Would you love to come live in this affordable property that we're building and be part of this community?
Outstanding. Scott, you've been through quite a lot in Iowa. Tell us about the challenges you've all faced this summer above and beyond the pandemic.
Yes, 2020 was a very interesting year because we had COVID-19, and then in Iowa, we also had a natural disaster, the derecho storm, which is basically a land hurricane. So most of our properties in Iowa, 90% of them were without power for a week. We had to focus on the basic needs of our residents, and that was food, medical needs, and communication.
I understand that mobility has been a challenge for many of our seniors since the storm. Can you share how you and your colleagues have supported our residents?
Yeah, immediately after the storm, we quickly discovered that we did have residents who weren't able to get out of their units, weren't able to get out of the apartment to take care of those basic needs. So we did daily well checks for our residents who we knew couldn't get out. We delivered food to them. And then we also made sure that their phones were charged so that they could be in touch with their caregivers or their friends and family, because that was a really important part of all of this, is communication.
Levain, can you tell us about the work you're doing with residents in Milwaukee and how that has shifted, or has it, during COVID?
Yes, that work that I'm doing in Milwaukee with our residents has shifted tremendously due to the pandemic, just for the simple fact that we're used to being face-to-face. The Advantage Services Department, from my perspective, is the compassionate, the human-facing view of the work that we actually do here. And so not being face-to-face with some of our residents has been a challenge. However, we've overcome those challenges by FaceTime calls, Zoom chats, to be able to connect in a positive and meaningful way.
So speaking of connecting, I've heard there are some talented youth artists who are taking part in virtual art programs. Can you tell us a little more about that?
That program is basically after students come in and they make sure that they get the supplies they need, they work with an artist in resident virtually to create different artworks based on different themes. And I think it's never too early to start engaging that creativity and getting those little pistons firing.
Such a positive example of how we're connecting with our residents, and thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you all for your time today and for the wonderful work that you and your colleagues are doing. I am grateful for and impressed by your positivity and compassion for your work and for CommonBond residents. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love that they had the puppies with them too. My goodness. Thank you to Thomas and his team for your passion and dedication to helping residents navigate daily challenges and work toward meeting their goals. I mean, my goodness, the derecho in Iowa, who would have thought that would happen? What a terrific, or what a horrific thing that they had to go through. I'm so excited now to introduce you to George, a CommonBond resident at the Upper Post Veterans Community.
My name is George Trawick. I've been here at Upper Post for 5 years. When I moved in, I was homeless. Didn't have any real way to go. And I talked to some individuals, and they recommended me to get a hold of the people at CommonBond to see whether I could, qualify for a move like this for military people.
Upper Post is a community built and designed for veterans specifically that have either been at imminent risk of homelessness or have experienced homelessness themselves.
Being homeless shuts you off from the world. You're just trying to make it. You're just trying to at least have something normal again, and you just want to live.
This gets people out of survival mode, a day-to-day belief of it's only, whatever we can do today, into a sense of what can I do with the rest of my life.
I met Zach over a year ago. Zach knows a lot about history and things like that, and it's really entertaining to talk to him.
George was one of the first people I met when I started working here. A lot of our time is spent kind of chatting about the philosophy of life and interesting books we're reading. He's also a pool shark, so don't get caught in a game with him.
I think that when I can relate to people like that, that's a sense of home.
George is somebody who's always willing to step in and help. You know, give a neighbor a ride to the grocery store, give somebody a ride to the food shelf if they need it. In a situation that can really be like, I just need to survive for myself, to I want to build this environment into something that's good for everyone. It's pretty special to kind of see that level of community built in one place.
When I moved here, I didn't really expect anything but housing. This has been much, much more.
What Advantage Services provides is an outlet to help navigate the daily challenges that people face. So it could be something super complex or something super simple. Advantage Services is just here to help navigate that and to help people kind of feel as though they have a support system while they're navigating these daily challenges.
CommonBond offers us opportunity. There's so many things that I've accomplished, I've had help with, that I would have never gotten anywhere else, ever. All it takes is your effort.
The biggest thing is creating a foundation that people can build on. And the biggest foundation we all have is our homes.
You know, you've found yourself stuck, they'll help you to continue moving forward. All you gotta do is want to do it. My life, night and day, it's been completely changed.
Thank you so much for supporting CommonBond and the work we do here at Upper Post Veterans Community. It really does make a difference.
I hope that you continue to support CommonBond, because a lot of individuals definitely need a place like this. I can't imagine myself being where I'm at right now without CommonBond.
What a phenomenal story. I want to thank George for sharing that story with us, and Zach for, of course, leading the charge there. And what a beautiful place that they get to live there. What a special relationship they have. I'm grateful that they shared that CommonBond means to them and what community, of course, is all about. George, thank you so much for being a part of it. And it all is right there at Fort Snelling. So what a wonderful full circle story there. There are, without a doubt, stressful and uncertain times that are going on for everyone. CommonBond residents who were already facing significant challenges before the pandemic really do need our support more than ever. It is easy to join us tonight, of course, as we've been saying, and making a difference. And I know a lot of you are doing it as we speak, because Kurt, I'm looking at the number, and the number is just going up and up. So it is so exciting, and you can just make a donation by tapping, right?
Just click, follow through. Now, we shared our goal earlier of $600,000, and all those CommonBond generous supporters, we are at, like you said, almost $470,000 right now. That is unbelievable. Each year, by the way, at this celebration, we have a portion of the evening called our Fund a Need, and where we work together to raise much needed support for CommonBond's Advantage Services to support residents. And tonight is no different, except that I can't come running around getting your numbers. It would be rather awkward, okay? but we want you still to give, just like you give every year. And if you've never been to our gala, this is such an exciting time, because this is where people can give what they can. And to start off, this is really cool. Our friends at Room and Board, hey, they have committed $25,000. All right.
That's
they
awesome.
said, we want to kick this off. They have been so generous to us. And then, right after that, we have United Properties. They're making a generous $20,000 gift. And with them, just yesterday, Northmark, one of our platinum sponsors, on top of it, came forward with a Fund a Need gift of $20,000. Wow. I know you're in your living room, but come on, clap for me.
That's great.
Thank you. Thank you to all of our generous partners. Now, are you sitting on your couch? Is there anyone out there tonight who's thinking, you know, this is the year. I want to do $25,000, or I want to do $20,000, because right now it really makes an impact. And we usually have a lot of donors in the room that do $10,000, and I am thrilled, just thrilled to announce that Jane, you know what Jane you are, has come through at this level and given us $10,000. Thank you, Jane. That's right. And just before we went on, we were contacted by Bill and Ann, who said, we want to contribute $10,000 as well. So they're in at that level as well. This is fantastic. Can you do 10? I mean, it's not 25. Could you do 10,000? That's a lot easier. Can you give us 10,000? That would be fantastic. Now, hey, we're moving to the next level because maybe 10's too much, but we have a number of households that are already committing to the $5,000 level. I was told that Carrie and Dan, they've come in with a $5,000. Thank you, David, for your $5,000. And we also have Matt and Jean donating at this level. I mean, the momentum is absolutely wonderful. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, now another one just came in. We have Todd and Kyoko, that's right. They have also come forward with a $5,000 gift. That is so incredible. The numbers, they're spinning here. They're just rolling like crazy. So come on, you can use your name, you can go anonymous, whatever you want to do. We thank you so much. We love to see all these additional gifts. You know, $5,000, how about $2,500 level? Because the renovation systems, they said, you know what? They wanted to come in, and they said, we want to come in at $2,500. We want to come in hot. So they're coming in as the first $2,500. Can you come in at that level with them? I mean, can you join renovation systems with a $2,500 gift? Well, wait. We just went over $500,000, ladies and gentlemen. That is spectacular, and that includes a great gift from Value Plus Flooring. Thank you so very much. We are approaching, we're going to go over $510,000 any second. Belinda, while this is going on, do you want to remind folks some of the exciting details about that match?
Yeah, that match that we talked about earlier, that's unbelievable. You know, Val and Ed Spencer, they really believe so much in the work of CommonBond that they have offered to match all donations that come in tonight up to $50,000. I mean, that is just a phenomenal, beautiful gift. So I want to thank Val, Ed, and his family, and I'm sure they're watching tonight too. So.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. The Spencer family match is it's for tonight, and it's giving us a tremendous boost. So whatever you're giving, tonight, right now, this evening, or tomorrow if you're watching this the next day, or the next day, we're going to match this $50,000. So just think about that. Whether your gift is $1,000 or $500 or $200, or you can put $1,953 if that's the year that you were born. We don't care, because tonight it is doubled. And if you want to give $25, we'll double that. Whatever you're inspired and able to do, please know from the bottom of our hearts that we are grateful. We are in this together. And you, sitting right there, you have the opportunity to be part of the solution. The solution in helping residents meet their goals, transform their communities, and frankly, transform their lives. Think about that. That's what your gift is doing. You're transforming communities and lives at a time when we need it. And I am so excited about what we are doing collectively to help our neighbors. They're all our neighbors. Thank you to each one of you for helping us work towards our goal of $600,000.
And we are well on our way. We're sitting at 518 right now. It's fun to see this moving up, and it has really moved up in the last few moments, so thank you so much. We'll be sure to celebrate with an update later in the program. We have another great story to tell you in the meantime to share with you. Meet Faith and Marilyn.
I'm Faith Agbola. I am a rising freshman at Carleton College this fall. Super excited. I am the founder and president of the first ever Black Student Union at Hopkins High School. I served on the student council since like 7th grade. I played on the Hopkins High School rugby team. I'm a youth leader at my church. I live in Minnetonka at Crown Ridge Communities, CommonBond. I've lived here, honestly, believe it or not, since I was born. I'm the youngest of 3. My older siblings and I have been involved in a lot of things here, study buddies, like the homework center. We've been taken on numerous field trips, like to the Minnesota Zoo, the roller gardens. I'm grateful that I'm able to call my community here at Crown Ridge Apartments home. I was in study buddies from 2nd up until, I believe, 9th grade. Study Buddies program was very, very important to me and my siblings, my family, and this community, because it gave students, another opportunity, another chance to really just grab hold of their education, grab hold of life.
Hi! How are you? I've known Faith since she was in 2nd grade, and I just wanted to be another positive influence in her life.
The relationship between Marilyn and I went beyond homework. And it wasn't only Marilyn teaching me things, it was also me teaching her things as well.
We played bananagrams for spelling. She also, I'm quite sure, taught me how to use an iPhone. Faith, I still have my 96 pack.
No way, with the sharpener in the back? Oh! Yeah! Honestly, it couldn't have gotten better. Like, it was like the perfect match.
It was a perfect match, you're right.
Marilyn has helped me in so many ways, and I hope to, do the same for someone one day.
I still get this wonderful young lady in my life who has grown up to be a really successful person.
I was super excited to be accepted into Carleton, and then I also got a full ride as well. I'm ready for the opportunities. I'm ready for the challenges.
She's worked really, really hard. I can't wait to continue to watch her grow. Faith, I'm sending you a hug. Thank you so much for supporting resident services here at CommonBond. It truly does make a difference. Study Buddies is a perfect example of bringing people together to help CommonBond residents be successful.
Thank you, because without you guys, it wouldn't be me.
Wow, mentorship is so important, and it is really, really wonderful to see how it actually comes to fruition, and it works so well. Faith and Marilyn obviously have a very, very special relationship, and they always will. And Faith, we know that you are watching from Northfield tonight, from Carleton College. We wish you all the best as you embark on this year. Congratulations, what an amazing college. Can't imagine what you're going to end up being when you, of course, get done in 2024. As a reminder, you can donate at any time, and we're talking Faith's story is repeated all over Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, and eventually South Dakota.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stories like that.
Absolutely.
There really are. And I love that we were able to bring that story to light. And then there's so many countless other stories. All right, so let's talk about the moment about of course, the exciting premium auction packages. I'm so excited, I'm getting a little flustered. There's six.
It's real,
of these.
folks, it's real, okay?
There's six of these things. Okay, so go to number one.
Okay, and I love this first item. It's a Adara modern outdoor fire table, generously donated. Here they are again, room and board, they're everywhere. Now, this gorgeous fire table is powered by propane. It will bring warmth and ambience to your patio, and Belinda said you'll be needing that because it's going to get cold.
Well, eventually next week it's going to get a little chilly.
I know. Sit around that with you. I can't wait to be in like a coat.
Tonight it's hot, but soon it's going to be cold. We all know that.
Absolutely. So. You can choose, by the way, a white or a graphite table, and Room and Board is happy to ship the table to the winning bidder anywhere in the U.S. So hey, you folks in Massachusetts, start bidding. We want.
I imagine we have a lot of people watching from all over. In fact, we found out that we have possibly up to 600 people watching right now in 375 households.
Wow.
So that is wonderful. Imagine having the ultimate family shopping experience. Now, this is number two. A lot of folks needed a swing set this summer, and you couldn't find one because everybody was putting them in. So Rainbow is a great company, and they have a $3,000 Rainbow Midwest gift card. Rainbow Midwest has an expansive inventory of swing sets, basketball hoops, trampolines, and other play equipment items for backyard fun. And the gift card, which is awesome, does not expire. So you can use it now, or you can save it for next spring or next summer. Think about how cool your backyard will be next summer once you, of course, use that gift certificate. Thank you to the Warner's Outdoor Solutions for item number two. That's awesome.
Yeah, so they have all winter to decide what they want.
Yeah.
And if you're a grandparent and you haven't seen your grandkids or your aunts and uncles, you want to get this. If you don't have kids now, buy this and be the cool one they want to go see.
That is a great idea.
Think about this. This is not just for you. If you got little ones, you want them to come visit. Parents, buy this for your parents so they can build it at their house. Think about that, okay? Now we could also, in addition to all that exercise, we could use a hassle-free, safe, relaxing getaway. Thank you to CommonBond's construction property manager, Ryan Creasel, and his family for donating the use of their 2020 Forest River Wheelhouse RV for a 3-day, 2-night ice fishing getaway. Well, you don't have to ice fish, but you can also take it off the ice for some summer fun. They'll be very flexible. The camper sleeps up to 6 people. You don't have to add extras if you don't have them. It includes ice fishing gear if that's what you want, use of a generator, propane. And here's the important part. They'll walk you through how to use it. You don't have to be nervous if you've never done one before. They'll show you how to use it. What a great getaway.
That is a great getaway. And a lot of folks have been doing the RV thing. So if you want to have the opportunity to do that, and of course, the dollars go to such a great cause.
Absolutely.
It's wonderful. Okay, so now, number 4. Have you ever wanted to be featured, this is so cool, as an extra in a movie? Well, here is your chance. The director of the independent feature film, which is called Way of the Warriors, will cast you in an extra role, or if you prefer, a more behind-the-scenes experience. You can schedule a tour of the set with director John Montague, and this is truly a one-of-a-kind experience. The Way of the Warrior is an inspirational family drama about a high school hockey team on the Iron Range. It is going to be filming in 2021 at various Minnesota locations. So this is going to be an amazing movie. I mean, are you kidding me?
I mean, so you get a chance to be in a movie. You get behind the scenes. It's hockey, folks.
So I think a few people have skates around here.
Yeah. I mean, think of all the people that you could buy it for as a gift or do it yourself. This is incredible.
I like that. It's really cool.
I like it a lot. Now we have 2 more featured premium items. You and 2 friends can golf with CommonBond board member Trish Kelly at the Minnetonka Club, a premier golf club right here in the region. It's one of the best, actually. It's really cool. I've been there many times. Lunch, by the way, is on Trish. She'll throw that in as well. and get ready, folks. They are doing so amazing. The soccer in 2021, you get 4 tickets to either that's the 3rd or the 4th Minnesota United game in 2021. We don't have the schedule yet because they're going to go in the playoffs. They're just doing incredible. So thank you to Wells Fargo for these great seats in the premium field level in section F7. You will be so close to the action. Hey, we're even throwing a parking pass.
That's fabulous. And it'll be so nice to be back in a stadium. I mean, right?
Cheering and screaming. Wear the scarves. Bring your scarves.
That's a good idea. Well, what a great lineup of auction packages. And remember, you can bid until 8:30 tonight on those. And then I think beyond that, the fund to need, you can keep bidding, right?
Yes. And we're going to leave that open. So please keep giving. Those donations are just coming in. Every dollar will make a difference for the 13,000 residents who call CommonBond Community home. But we're at about $560,000.
Wow.
So don't forget, that match is so important from the Spencer family. Thanks again, family. So if you're giving tonight, and you're giving, maybe seeing this tomorrow, that's where the match is going to have doubling. It is coming. It is going to be such an impact. So please, I'm sure we can get there, but we need your help. Thank you, everyone, for your participation tonight.
Yeah, thank you, Kurt. It's just wonderful to see the numbers continue to go up. We do appreciate all of your effort. 20 years, that's phenomenal. It has just been a phenomenal night. Before we say good night here and call it off here for us, we want to bring Deidre back to share our current fundraising total, which Deidre, I see still ticking up, as you can see there as well.
Yeah, maybe I should wait.
We're almost there.
We're so grateful for the amazing generosity that you've shown us tonight. And so far, we've raised $563,000, $289.
It keeps going.
There's still time to participate. So please invite your friends, your family, colleagues to join us in reaching our goal. It doesn't shut down when we say farewell tonight. Thank you, everyone, from the bottom of my heart for your support of CommonBond Communities.
Well, thank you for all of your efforts, and thanks for shining a light on this wonderful organization, because I think tonight many people learned more about where those dollars go and how important they are this year in particular.
Absolutely.
Right? So thank you so much.
Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. On behalf of all the residents, 13,000 of them who call CommonBond Community home, thank you for your generosity, and thank you for being a great neighbor. Have a safe and wonderful evening.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you for your continued support. Thank you for helping us to build stable homes, strong futures, and vibrant communities.
Thanks for supporting CommonBond.
Thank you, English.
Thank you for supporting CommonBond's Advantage Services.
Your support has made a difference in someone's life. Thank you.
On behalf of all of the staff at CommonBond Communities, thank you for your support.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.